Hello everybody and welcome to the Wild Eye Diaries episode 10. For this week's segment, I thought I would do something slightly different. Yes, I've been in the office the last week, been very busy doing a lot of admin, but I wanted to chat a little bit about Sigma South Africa and Olympus South Africa and a couple of things going forward. So my journey with Sigma South Africa started about 2.5 years ago. I've really enjoyed it, and what it's entailed is using some of the new equipment, some of the new lenses that come out onto the market, testing them out in the field, testing their capabilities, then supplying Sigma with some images for marketing purposes and their social media, and then workshops as well. And a couple of years ago I did a wildlife workshop at Orms in Cape Town, which was a great success. I really enjoyed it. Presenting to large groups of people isn't something that I'm used to, but really enjoyed it, and we're trying to bring back these workshops, and it's something that I really look forward to. I know Gerry is a Olympus South Africa ambassador, and he is going to be, in the next couple of months, if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be back in Cape Town, and they're trying to set up a workshop at Orms once again, which is exciting, and I know that Gerry is looking forward to heading up there and getting a workshop under his belt. In terms of the gear that I use, so I have used Canon my whole life, and I've got a 20mm f1.4 Sigma lens. It's an absolutely incredible lens. I love it. Especially in low light or star photography, having the aperture of 1.4 really helps to light up the night sky, and it's also very good with landscapes, so sunrise, sunset, things like that. Being 20 mils, it's nice and wide, so I really enjoy that lens. My next one, and probably my favorite lens that I have, is the 120-300 2.8 sports Sigma lens. And the reason why I really enjoy it is it's got a nice range, and it's f2.8 throughout. So from 120 to 300, it is 2.8. It is an incredible lens in low light conditions, especially spotlight photography when out on safari, or just before sunrise, just before sunset, when it tends to get a bit dark and gloomy. And the last lens I have, which I recently got, is the fixed 500 f4. It's a fairly new lens to the market. It came out just over a year ago. I haven't used it too much, to be honest, but what I have, or when I have used it, I have been absolutely blown away. And what is really nice about this lens is it is quite a bit cheaper than the Canon and Nikon 500s, yet the quality is still right up there. The glass that's being put into the latest Sigma range and the sports range is absolutely incredible, and I look forward to using the 500 more in the future to come. What I have really, or when I've really enjoyed it, is things like bird photography, and also just close-up shots. Get nice detail out of your subject. So yeah, really enjoyed it, and looking forward to using it a bit more in the future, especially up in the Mara, in the big, nice, wide open spaces. We'll see what happens. Moving forward, it's quite exciting. Chatting with Gareth today about Sigma and Olympus moving forward. There's a lot on the go, but I'm going to try and do a couple more gear reviews, so that'll be I want to do one on the 20mm, the 120-300, which I did a couple of years back, and of course the 500. I'm also going to be doing some tutorials with the Sigma gear, how to get the best out of the lenses that you're using. There's also quite a nice little thing that Sigma's brought out, is a USB dock. Now what happens is you will plug your lens into it. You can install all the latest updates to that lens, and if you are having trouble with your focusing, you are able to calibrate the lens on your computer, which is very nice. It's a nice touch and a great thing to have. We're going to be, well, I'd like to also try and sit down with Gareth a bit more, chat about both the Sigma and the Olympus brands, maybe do a podcast on it or video, and just get an idea and give you all an idea of where Sigma South Africa is going, their vision, as well as Olympus. So yeah, very exciting time ahead. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into the ambassador side of things, getting more content out there. And if you do have any questions regarding Sigma South Africa or any of the Sigma gear or Olympus, I'll leave my email address here. Please do get in touch and I will gladly assist you where I can with whatever questions you may have. Finally, just to wrap things up, something that's quite exciting from Olympus South Africa is towards the end of June, myself, Gerry, and Alistair are going to be heading up to the Mara. And Olympus South Africa has very kindly sponsored 6 mirrorless cameras and lenses to the Mara Conservancy. So there's guys, not necessarily guides, but they are out in the Mara every single day. They have been taking photos and things now, but want to learn more. They are posting on social media, and what we've noticed so far is that in terms of social media, it is creating awareness. The guys are getting content out there, but we want to help and try our best from our side to improve that. So what we've done is we are going to be heading up there and doing a photography academy with the guys in the Mara Conservancy. It'll be 2 courses over 6 days, so 3 days, 3 days. The first day will be a lot of theory, so we'll talk and walk them through how to operate these cameras, how to change settings, what settings they should be using when, and the basics about photography. And after that, we'll go into a bit more practical work, so potentially taking photos and learning around camp, as well as heading out into the field and taking photographs of the animals in the area. So I think it's a great idea. I'm not going to give too much information on it now, as I'm going to do a nice report once we're back, and I'll be sure to share it in the diaries for all of you to see what exactly it's about and the progress that we have made. So all in all, from the meeting today, it was great catching up with Gareth. I look forward to setting a date and sitting down with him and recording some content and bringing that content to you all. Lots of positive things, lots of great new content coming, and I'm really excited for the next couple of months. And yeah, that's about it from my side for this week. I hope that you enjoy the rest of this episode and that you have a wonderful weekend ahead.